Hey, so greetings and welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're going to be focusing on adding ads to our Flutter app. So basically, the goal is that I have five ads right now, and then if a user tries to go past that, then there's going to be a limit. So I don't want to necessarily add this to a person's profile. I'll probably have a button right here that will allow the user to watch more ads. So what we got to do first is now we got to add in the Flutter package, right? So the Google mobile ads, right? Right, so we're going to add it like so, and then we got to go to our Android manifest, and then usually it's in name, but I want to just try this in debug. So what I'm essentially going to do in my Android manifest, right? I'm going to grab this metadata tag, right? That's going to allow me, right, to here. That's how that's going to look like. I want to try to see what this looks like I want to see how this runs, but basically, essentially, that's what we're going to have to do. And then I believe build.gradle is already updated for us, right? So if you kind of go to our projects build.gradle, we're going to look at it, and you look at the dependent. Oh, no, may not be there. So say build.gradle for the app, right? Then we have this, and then also I believe that we kind of need to add we also need to add up Google Play services here, right? So I believe this is going to be the Android plugin that this app needs, right, in order to work well. Good. So now we kind of have both those in place. Let's try to stop it, and then we're going to run it on debug, and then obviously I have to update this for you and make sure I never show it to you guys. But in order to get it, I'll show you guys how to do it. So essentially what you want to do is you want to head over to your ad block, right? Then you want to go over to your apps, right? And then you want to go to your app settings, right? And there's going to be your app ID. I'm not going to show it to you because it's going to be very, very hard to redact. But essentially, that app ID you're going to see will go right there. And if your guys are having issues putting it in your debug, you could just put in the one from name as well and then try to see if that works. I kind of see that there's task, debug, name, and profile, but then it would probably just go after this metadata. All right, good. So now we're kind of ready. So we're going to use the run step. Hopefully I can get this to work. I don't think it will, right? I think this run actually refers to the manifest that I kind of saw. So this debug might refer to the debug manifest. So, but let's see what happens anyway. So while that waits, what I want to do, I want to go to my songs, and then actually I want to go to my default layout here, and now I want to add more to my app bar that I got going here. And then I see RT Shuffle is present. Don't know how much I'm going to need this, but I'm going to need the button, right? I'm going to need an elevated button, right? And I'm going to have say text limit is, and that's going to be a variable probably from the default layout. To increase the limit, right? And then this shuffle right here. Don't really use it too much, but it looks like that's from the Riverpod provider. But, all right, so let's go to our Riverpod provider like so, and then essentially what we want to try to do. You know, now I'm thinking about it. Since this was more part of songs, I'll probably just leave it with songs instead. But you know, since it kind of goes throughout the app, you know, I'm not too sure where I want to leave it. Let me try to see what I have here. So I have my DD. That might be a nice place to put it. Kind of don't want to put it there, but we'll see. But I have to update the database, right? So I think even though I don't want to put it here, I think this is going to have to go. So these are all the methods. A lot of methods, you know, this thing's kind of doing everything. I should split these into like smaller providers, but you know that's okay. This is bad. So this is going to be late. And essentially what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to update the database. So good. So I have update.sql 901. So I have to update again 903. And then I have 5 songs, so that's going to be it. So now what I essentially want to do is I want to create a new table. Now I wonder if I could, instead of creating a new table, I wonder if I could edit the table, this table's limit constraint. So let's see if we can do that. Well, looks like I can't do that with a little bit advanced SQL. I don't think SQL should be able to do it, so I'll make a new table. Looking this up, there's SQL triggers, but it looks like I can't easily do it with that. So this shouldn't necessarily have an ID. So amount, we say values, and then you know we kind of we just kind of want to depend on what the value of songs is. So and that should take care of that, and that should really work. So once we kind of get like an aggregate, a scalar result, right, this should turn into a value for it. Not necessarily a table. Alright, let's try to run this on active connection. Yeah, so. Okay. I have to say so on count. Yep, I can't. Alright, good. So there kind of goes that. So now I should be able to. Now essentially, I want to try to restart the app. And now I think of db.dart. Right, so this is the initdb. Don't necessarily need that there. And then I think in my I'll say future. Int. Let's say get max songs. Right, so async. And then we could put update. Like so. Right, and then we say get let's say return. Oh wait. So let's say db dot so dot query. We go to 3. So let's know what's going on. And then we say select. And then we just want to get a value here. From next songs. And I don't think we're gonna really get what we're trying to look for. So alright, so that's essentially what that's gonna look like. So now when you go ahead and make this, so we go ahead and make this, I think we're gonna get the value back. Right, and then right, and then I don't think I can necessarily put that here, right? Because I'm gonna need. Alright, so now I've kind of got my code working, right? I'm grabbing the max amount, getting the max songs, and now that's kind of getting added in. So now what I got to do now is this is kind of like taking the whole page, so I got to think about what I want to do. Yeah, I think I have to use when. And instead of that, I'm going to say ref.listen. All right, good. So there's my song limit after a bit. So basically, there's going to be my song limit, and then we're going to ask the user. To like watch a song, right? To watch an ad to get more. And now I kind of want this to rap, so let's see if we can do that. Limit, and then you want to try to give it some style as well. Right, and yeah, it's gonna go like crazy, right? So say style. Right, so I kind of did a lot of video here, but essentially what I want to try to say, and then I think this title should try to rap too. Alright, yeah, and then I don't really get to see it, but essentially, this is all good and well, but last but not least, I want to be able to hide this along with everything, right? So, I think last but not least, I want to try to wrap this in a visibility widget. So, now I know there's another button in here responsible for being visible. Right, so I say add, and then I kind of go to news and everything else, so that looks good. Right, so I think that's where we're going to end off with. We did quite a bit, right? So that's what we're going to do. In the next one, we're actually going to set up our ads. So see you guys in the next one. I know I didn't do the ads now, but it's going to happen. Thanks, guys.